MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Miles. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Touchdown! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On play action, now Rodgers. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Throwing Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. It's Miles, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, Gibson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
These two teams all tied after one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Jones throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance? It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels. Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
For the Giants field goal, a 64-yard attempt.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll have a first down past the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Jones, a final shot before break. He finds his man, complete. It's Miles. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Giants 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Dancing to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Jones on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Jones now to throw on third down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miles. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all weekend.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're of space because of the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Rodgers to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Miles. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. Bring it! And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.